Morning. On behalf of Tempest, Adrian, Christian and Eric, and grandsons Zale, Dylan, Kai and Fletcher, I welcome you each here today as we gather to farewell Harold George Smith. The family are thankful for your kind thoughts, phone calls and your presence here today. The presence gives them comfort. Following the service, please join the family for refreshments at Freshwater Surf House, where you can share your special memories and stories of Harry. As you know, Harry loved fishing. He lived and breathed fishing. Harry's family found this poem and thought it fitting to share here today. I've finished life's chores assigned to me, so put me on a boat out to sea. Please send along my fishing pole, for I've been invited to the fishing hole, where every day is a day to fish, to fill your heart with every wish. Don't worry or feel sad for me, I'm fishing with the master of the sea. We will miss each other for a while, but you will come and bring your smile. That won't be long, you will see, till we're together, you and me. For all of those that think of me, be happy as I go out to sea. If others wonder why I'm missing, just tell them I've gone fishing. Harold George Smith, also known as Harry, was born in Broken Hill on the 4th of the 1st, 1944, where the crows fly backwards to keep the dust out of their eyes. Harry was born second in a trio of Smith brothers. As Harry grew, he developed a unique and special bond with each of his brothers, Bill and Ted. To Bill, he was the annoying little brother, but also a partner in crime when it came to messing around with a football after school. To Ted, he was the older brother who always took care of him in the playground. They grew up to be great friends. Harry started school at Broken Hill Community Primary School, progressing to Broken Hill High. Would you believe he met the love of his life during his school years? After high school, Harry went to work with his uncle in the postal services in the beachside suburb of Manly, New South Wales. Of course, Marion followed her love, and they set up life together in Manly. In 1964, the pair married and continued their life in Manly, establishing themselves before the arrival of children, daughter Tempest, sons Adrian, Christian and Eric, and later followed by grandsons Zale, Dylan, Kai and Fletcher. It was always a challenge visiting Harry and his family. They always had an unfriendly dog to contend with. The dog loved the family, but it was always biting the ankles of the visitors as they came in and out of the gate. Harry and Marion moved a couple of times around the North Shore to accommodate their ever-growing family, housing each of the kids again as adults in the granny flat at the back. Having family close was important to Harry. He was the kind of guy you could always rely on for a helping hand, and helping and watching his children succeed was of utmost importance to him. After working as a postie for 35 years, Harry had had enough delivering mail and being chased by other people's dogs. He had worked hard for those years and decided he would much prefer to pull beers down at the local bowling club. This really suited his social side. He could work and see his friends while earning a bit of pocket change. It was soon after Harry's arrival at the bowling club that he fell in love with the deep-sea fishing crowd and found the second love of his life, deep-sea fishing. Manly deep-sea marlins became his second home, and he established some truly special friendships there. Harry visited many wonderful places on his deep-sea fishing adventures. He always spoke highly of the tropics of Asia and Hawaii, any opportunity really for a deep-sea fishing adventure with his mates. One aspect of Harry's life he took seriously was men's mental health. After he lost his brother to mental health issues, he took it upon himself to participate every year in Are You OK Day. Harry would start hard conversations, and he became great comfort to those around him. In Harry's life, there were hardships, but also huge blessings. It wasn't a matter of if the glass was half full or half empty, for Harry knew the glass would always be refilled somehow. So he never tended to sweat the small things in life. He helped others with his optimism too. Harry's children and grandchildren have expressed the things they loved most about him. Tempest loved her dad's kind and caring nature. She loved the fact that he could look at her as she entered the room and tell if something wasn't quite right. He would always get to the bottom of it and try to give her some sort of resolve to the situation. Adrian loved his dad's straight-to-the-point attitude. He called a spade, but was always respectful in his delivery. Christian loved his dad's extreme optimism. Nothing was ever a drama. Eric loved his dad's zest for life. Anything he did wholeheartedly and with great zeal. Zale and Dylan loved going on fishing adventures with Grandad. Kai loved kicking a footy around the backyard, and Fletcher loved Grandad's chocolate stash. The best thing about Harry was his love for life and the people in his life. Rest easy, Harry. You will be missed deeply. Tributes from the Deep Sea Fishing Club. Hazza, you are a man with a heart of gold. You will be missed deeply. We were working out how best to pay tribute to you within the club and how to let your legacy live on. Thank you for the laughs, the fishing trips and the friendship. You will be in our thoughts for many years to come. Tribute from Harry's brother. Mate, you were a pest as a little fellow, but as we grew, we became mates. Your support, strength, integrity and humour will be greatly missed from my day-to-day life. One of my favourite childhood memories was with you and Bill jumping from the shed roof in our pool in Broken Hill. Mum was going absolutely bananas. We were pulling weeds from the front lawn for the rest of the day as punishment. Rest easy, big man. See you on the other side. After hearing the words of tribute, let us reflect on Harry's life as we watch a DVD. You might like to use this time to come forward and place a flower as your own gesture of remembrance and farewell to Harry. As the DVD plays, let us listen to one of Harry's most favourite songs, The Sound of Silence. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads beside quiet waters. He rests my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you will be here with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. As we come to the final moments of our service, having said our goodbye, but more importantly, we have glimpsed back over time to think of Harry's impact on the world and on you, his loved ones. Harry had a vivacious and vibrant nature. It was hard not to love him. His heart was so big and loving and pure. I believe that if Harry were standing here today, he would be radiating joy, and he would assure us that the world will go on as it does. He wouldn't want a fuss. He would want laughter and talk of the next fishing trip. Rest easy, Harry. Please take a moment as the family prepares to leave, and then follow them through the doors on your right and go down to the after-service gathering area. Thank you. A tribute to Harry will now play in one of his favourite songs. Thank you.